Namaste. I'm Vaidya Savita Kalgaonkar. Today's topic is fundamentals of Ayurveda. Fundamentals means the basic things for about Ayurveda. So it is a very vast subject, but I'm trying to cut short in some little time. So very basic thing is that Ayurvedic definition. What is Ayurveda? First of all, so Ayurveda is a word formed with two different words, Ayur and Veda. Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. So the thing which gives the knowledge about the whole life is Ayurveda. This is a part of Atharva Veda. So if you are aware of Indian philosophies, Indian scientific philosophies, which are Vedas, which are called as Veda, Rigved, Samaved, Yajurved and Atharvaved. The fourth Veda is Atharvaved and Ayurveda belongs to Atharvaved. Means there are streams, very different subjects, sciences are clubbed together and are formed in Atharvaveda. So Ayurveda talks about life and it's a part of Atharvaveda. So, what is exactly Ayurveda? Why we know it? It first of all, it's a traditional medicine of belongs to India, traditional Indian medical system. So it talks about Ayurveda. It talks about life that we are already aware of it now. So it is talking about the health. So what is expected as per Ayurveda? What is expected as a health? So I'll tell you some two line shloka from Sushrut Samhita. Sushrut Samhita is a old text, authentic old text belongs to Ayurveda. It talks about Samadosha Samagnischa Samadhatu Malak Priyaha Prasanna Atmendriya Manaha Swasthya Bidhiyate. I'll explain. Samadosha. Samadosha, I will come to each and every point little later after this. So Samadosha means balance in doshas. But three doshas are three in numbers. Balance in doshas, balance in all agnis, balance in samadhatu, that is a building block of your body, mala, all types of waste products of your body, all types of activities, along with that your happy mind, happy soul, and all sense organs and your motor organs also should be relaxed, happy, and balanced. If it is everything is clubbed together, and if an individual is having also on these all levels, if the person is having a balance or control in the body, then only the person is called as swastha, means healthy, as per Sushrut Samhita. So you can make out that nowhere it is stated that it is on only on physic you can call a person as a healthy. But if the person's all activities inside the body, in along with the waste products of your body, it should not be more, it should not be less also, it should not be, it is it if it is not present in the body, then also it is bad. So everything is sorted out. The sahitas talk about smallest part of what you call smallest part of the waste products, smallest part of your body, body building organs, things, and your activities also. So if you are less active, then only you may not be healthy. If you are hyperactive and you are making you feeling tired just because of that, then it is also not coming under the health conditions. So this is very important, we should understand. Now, we will go for to each and every one. What is Samadosha? Samadosha is balanced of doshas, three doshas. So, how many are they in numbers? There are three: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So, Vata is the very basic thing which is keeping your body intact. Is going, it is moving, it is the actions are happening just because Vata. Heartbeat is beating, heart is beating just because of Vata. I am talking because of Vata. I am interpreting before talking is Vata. You are listening is because of Vata. Eyes are blinking because of Vata. Hands are moving because of vata. So everything in your body which is having a movement is because of vata. This is a very basic thing, and that is why in Hindi, if you know, पंच प्राण चले गए और प्राण चले गए, that is what the prana is vileen in the universe. All these words we use just because there is a prana is the breathing. Prana is not breathing, prana is present in breathing. So the breathing is left, the body leaves, soul leaves for the uh, leaves the body. This is what expected in as per Tridosha concept. So Vata handles everything in our body. The first heartbeat till the last heartbeat of our life is because of Vata. So it has to be in balanced state. If it is not, definitely there are a lot of problems coming up, and there are most of the diseases are just because of happening because vata is not in balanced state. Vata gets disturbed because of pitta is disturbed a lot, and kapha is also disturbed a lot. So vata is very basic. So it has to be in the proper control. So they are also five in main vayu and five are upavayus. So all these things are considered, that what everything has its own work and nobody interferes in their own work. So prana will not interfere in apana, or apana will not interfere in udana vayu. So prana, apana, samana, udana, and uh, wait, pranodana, vyana, samana, upana. Pran, Vyan, Saman, Udan, and Apan all are five in number, and these are main vayus, and they are taking care of our whole daily activity each and every moment in 24 hours. If we are taking care of our these vayus, many things will be controlled in our body. This is what importance of vata dosha. So aggravating vata, if we are doing certain activities, definitely it is going to cause an issue. So I'll come back to this point little later. Again, we can relate to our other things also. Then pitta. Vata, pitta, kapha are three doshas. Vata is over. The pitta. Pitta is changing the thing in your body. Something is there. There is always change happening. It's just because pitta. Pitta is also one type of energy. Vata is also one energy which is not at all visible. Pitta is also another energy which converts. Converts in the sense, outside if we want to say, then we can say that milk is turned into curd, something like that. Like that in the body, we take the food in some other way, it absorbs. It is getting digested in your body and it is getting absorbed. All nutritious juices are absorbed and it is thrown out of the body in the part of stool or urine is in different shape, different forms. This is just because the pitta is completely working on it. So this is again one energy. Then kapha. Kapha is a lubricating energy. So everywhere there is a lubrication we need, because body is made up of thousands, millions and trillions of cells, and it is combining together to form an organ or a small part of the body, and all the small parts are clubbed together and forming our own body. So everywhere there is a friction. So when there is a friction, the friction should not happen, will not create any chaos, it should not create any problem. So this friction is taken care by the lubrication. So there are again five types of kaphas which are taking taking care of our body each and every moment. Just to explain you little, there is synovial fluid which is there in the joints. You might have heard that old age people are having a tuck tuck sound in the joints, and the doctor says there is a fluid is reduced. सूख गया है. There is Hindi word that joint sandhi सूख गया है, so then you have to replace the knees or hip joints, just because there is a friction sound, because there is no fluid inside. So that fluid is not kapha. the activity, the energy which is creating that fluid is kapha. So kapha is creating blinking of my eyes. If I don't blink more for some, say about 1 minute or something, my heart starts tear, the water coming out of my eyes is just because that is a lubricating factor of your eyes. So whenever there is a tuck tuck sound, the lubrication is not there. To make you understand, we can say that in any machine, if there is no lubricating oil, engine machine or something, if there is no lubricating oil, definitely there is a very lot of bad sound. So what we do, we put little oil in that and automatically the machine stops creating the sound. The same way the body has that every time inbuilt. So all these three doshas, five vatas, five pittas and five kaphas are three doshas are in sama way. So balanced way is should be in their own complete control. Then it is samadosha. So Samadosha is over. Then Samagni. Samagni means balance in Agnis. What is Agni? Generally we take it as a fire. Yes. So fire. Fire on all aspects. There are 13 types of Agnis told in the body. We'll not go completely deep into that. It may be a little, for beginners, it may be a little difficult. So I'll just tell you 13 types of Agnis, and the most important Agni is Jatharagni. Jatharagni, what is that? That is a juices present in the stomach. Jatharagni, the hunger, the appetite. What we are feeling hungry every day or 3 times in a day is has to be in proper way. Then only it goes ahead. When we take the food, body digest, stomach starts digesting the food, the secretion from the stomach giving the supplying lot of things to the food, it converts, goes into intestine. The large intestine starts sucking the required material and start pushing the unrequired, throwing out of the body. All these things, then when the juices are sucked in the body, which are digestive juices, not digestive, digested part of the food is sucked in the body through intestines, other things starts working. These are different agnis. So wherever we are knowing, we are talking about agnis, then there are 13 types of agni. The most important is Jatharagni. So we should not feel too much hungry also, and we should not feel less hungry also. So whenever we are having too much agni, definitely we'll eat more. And when you don't have the agni, when you are having a less of agni, definitely it can be intimation to have the disease ahead. Any disease, maybe a little fever or something like cold or cough. So anything happening in your body, very important that your agni has to be in a normal way. It has to be in balanced state. So Samadosha, Samagnischa, Samagni. So all these are very important. So each and every part of our body is considered in Ayurveda as a health condition, as a health typical proper unit of a health. Then when we will move ahead, that is Samadhatu. Dhatu means what? The building blocks of your body. So there are 7 types of dhatus. 7 saptadhatus. This is the word is saptadhatu. 7 types of dhatus. So what are those? Those are rasa, rakta, maunsa, medha, asti, majja and shukra. Rasa means what? Rasa means the just a nutritive thing of the first part of the digestive juice, which is already not digestive juice, the digestive part of the body which is sucked in the body. That is a rasa. So in that we can convert this word into plasma. So plasma of the blood, which is a liquid part of the blood apart from the cells of the blood, is rasa. Then what gives the rasa? Rasa gives a glow on your face. When you sleep properly, when you eat nicely, when you are not tired, when you are not stressed, if you look yourself in the mirror, you feel you are glowing. right? And when you don't sleep properly or something wrong in your body, you don't feel that much glow in your face. I'm not talking about the makeup, I'm talking about your own skin. That is just because rasa dhatu is very proper. If it is not proper, definitely it will turn into the another things. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to understand. So that rasa dhatu is also important in your body. So glowing face without makeup, or glowing twinkle in the eyes. The small children have a twinkle in their eyes. You could have you can see that blinking of the eyes is very very proper, very nicely, very glow. So this is what, just because of rasa. Then comes to rakta. Rakta is blood. Once the food is digested in the body, it turns to the rasa, and then it turns to the rakta. Rakta is what? The same blood, blood cells and plasma, everything together, which is carried from the lungs to the heart, pumped from the heart to your all body parts, each and every cell, from your head till your toes, is what life is. Rakta. The force behind circulating is vata, and the thing is going in the body is rakta, which is red in color, what we call always. We see it. So this is rakta dhatu. Then mamsa. Mamsa is what? The very fleshy part of the body. Fleshy in the sense just below the skin. If you touch, if something cut the body, and then if you see that fleshy part, little soft, very soft, like a little mucousy part of your body, it turns, the rakta turns into the that mucus part of the body. It's called as mamsa. So mamsa is what is again, and then it is called as muscles. So what we can see, the muscles in the body are because of mamsa. So Mausa Dhatu is very important to hold the body. Everybody knows, and move the body, because they contract and then relax, and after that only the body starts moving. So this is what muscles work. Rasa Rakta Mausa over. Then Meda. Meda is fat, which is required fat for the body. It's very important. People say Meda means fat. So fat means fatty person, and then it's not. It is not required in the body. So we should be very very lean and thin. Definitely, we can be lean and thin, but there is a required part of the body also requires a fat to move the body, to take care of the body. So we need that made, that is fat also, which is there in each and every body. Every individual has it, and it has also to be in a moderate way. If it is not in moderate, then the person becomes a fatty. And this is many times uh, I'll come to that point again. But in Prakriti wise, when we say the Vata Prakriti person is lean and thin, the Pitta Prakriti person a little okay, and Kapha Prakriti person has little more mamsa and meda. So that we cannot always consider that a person is little on a healthier side. That means the person is unhealthy or fatty. But it's not like that. The body has its own meda. So it works about, so every individual very very different from another individual. Two different, only twins brothers or twins sisters are also cannot be similar at all. Okay, then meda. After meda, it goes to asthi. Asthi is what? Bony part of bones of your body. So bones are very strong, very rough and tough, and they hold the body, they shape the body. So asthis are also important, and this is also has to be in a very proper way. Generally, we understand this word as the asthi, the osteoporosis, or some what you call some diseases related to the asti, that is bones. That is also not good. Osteoporosis is a thinning of the bones. That is a part of the calcium of the bones is reduced, and it becomes very very delicate. So just when you fall somewhere, just you are walking and you are falling somewhere, and the person breaks the fractures the bone. So it the strength of that muscle, that strength of that organ, that is asthi, that is bone, is also not there. That is called as, that is also not the part of the health. So we have to be very very careful on eating all these things, thinking about on all aspects. So then asthi, after asthi it comes as a majja. Majja is what, when there is the hollow portion, non-vegetarians may be aware of that, a hollow portion is called as majja. That is a what you call bone marrow. So bone marrow is also a very important. Brain is also bone marrow, which is it is there in the cavity of the bone. So bone marrow is a part where a very crucial thing happens. One very important, the brain is also bone marrow, which is handling everything. The most important part of our personality is brain. Second thing is that the cells, all the red blood cells are also created in the bone marrow. Bone marrow gives the strength to the muscle. It's very important. You should understand that the hollow part of your bone is filled up with the bone marrow, which is giving the strength to the muscles. That is also very important. Then the seventh one was a shukra. Shukra is what? The shukra is for ladies. The ovum is called as shukra, and for boys, the males, it is called as sperm is called as shukra. Yes, it is a visible part of it, but what is having a creating energies in the body for to create the ovum in the ladies, girls, and to create the sperm in the boys, the thing is what? Shukra is behind all these things. So creating the things again and again in your body is also a shukra. Okay, so all this is a building block of your body. So not only ovum is shukra or sperm is shukra, but the creating part behind it is shukra. So each and every cell needs a creating part, right, of your body. Everything is keep on changing in your body. Every 30 days your different parts of your body are changing just because of this. It's very important. So all these seven dhatus are also important to move ahead, to understand the health as per Ayurveda. So Samadosha is over. Samadosha, Samagni, Samadhatu, Mala Kriya. Mala means there are three types of Mala: Sweda, Mala, and Mutra. Mala, Sweda means the what you call sweating of your body. That also has to be in moderate. If you are not sweating at all, that means you are at wrong place. If you are sweating too much, then also you are not having a health. So this is very important when we are exercising, especially that the if you are not sweating, then you have to start exercising, or you have to start practicing like what is giving you the sweat. And if you are sweating too much, that means there is something or a problem in your body, that could be the reason of having a more and more sweats. So when you are exercising also, if you are exercising in your limits, in your capacity, then definitely you are not sweating more than your limits. So if you are sweating, that means you have done your Atha Shakti exercise, Atha Shakti Vyayam. So you have to understand, because it is, if you go as per a modern philosophies, modern science also, if you understand little, there is a lot of pressure coming on your heart, then only the sweating is coming up. So there is a chance of getting more and more work on your heart and the lungs. So you have to be very careful when you are doing the exercise, but sweating is also important. Then Purisha or Mala. Mala means Purisha is the stool which we pass every day. Generally, as per Prakriti, there are different things. When we are passing the stool, the first one most important thing is that, as per Ayurveda, we have to pass the stool only once in a day. Okay, 24 in a day, or at least once in a day, and more is twice in a day. More than that, if it is happening, that means something is wrong in your body. We have to understand that passing the stool is also a very, very, very important part, is that we are not taking care of something in your body. That means the digestion is not proper, means again we are going back to the Samagni state. So everything is related to each other. So the stool passing is also very important part of Ayurvedic definition of health. Then it goes to mutra. Mutra means urination. So urination is also watery part, waste of your body. It also has to be in a moderate way. It should not be too much. So what you might have heard that diabetes, whenever the person has a diabetes, that he passes the stool urine too much. Yes, it is just because the diabetes has its characteristics, the typical characteristics, that it is flushed out. So everything more flushed out more. So everything has to be in a proper and controlled way. It has to be in a balanced way. So one should understand what exactly happening in your body. So all these parts are physical part of your body. What is that? The Samadosha, Samagni, Samadhatu, Mala, and Kriya. Kriya is what? Activities. So your activities, physical activities also should be in moderate conditions, moderate way. It should not be too much and it should not be too less. It should be moderate. So once we are having a moderate, balanced way of physical and mental activities, then only physically you can considered as a healthy person. So dosha, Agni, then building blocks Dhatu, Mala, and Kriya. All are physical parts. Okay. Then we will go to the mental parts of health. In the same person, there is no bifurcation. In the same individual, all these parts should come together. Then only a person can be called as swastha. So then prasanna. Prasanna means happy, blissful inside, a very, very peaceful inside. All these things. The happy person, the happy mind, happy organs, sense organs. Senses organs as ears, nose, eyes, tongue, skin are sense organs. And motor organs are also there. That is a karmendriya. Karmendriyas vak, pani, payu, upastha. Vak, pani, pada, payu, upastha. So vak means talking capacity. Then pani means hands moving. Pada means legs moving capacity. I'm talking about the capacities. And then sexual activities of an individual has to be in a proper capacity, should have a proper capacity. And then again a waste products, whatever happening like urination or passing of stool has to be in a proper way. Once it is there, then only we can call it, consider it as a healthy person. So then only the Atma of a person, which is the highest part of Ayurveda, talks about that Atma is happy, being happy. The person is called as Swastha. It's very important. So the full definition of as per Ayurveda is all physical aspects, all mental aspects should be completely under in the balanced state for an individual. Then only the individual is considered as a healthy person. So this is very important. Once we understand that, then it is becoming easy for us to move on, move ahead for the shloka, to understand exactly what Ayurveda expects uh, from an individual. So every individual's Jatharagni will be different, digestive fire will be different, everybody individual's physical body will be different, everybody's activities could be different, everybody's uh, physical actions also will be different. The sense organs and uh, what you call sense organs and motor organs also will be different. So everything is different for every individual. So everybody is different as per Ayurveda. So we have to understand our own things and other person's things. There is a difference always. So we cannot call it as it has to be here. So I'll just give you example that when Ayurveda talks about uh, balance or pramana is standard. How much standard? So I will, when I say about my heart is one fistful. Okay, it's not talking about the centimeters. So everybody has their one fistful heart. It should not be more than that or something like that. Then there is a urine of your hand, Anjali. This much. Anjali is what? This much. Both hands when you join together, this much is your Anjali. This much is your urine part. So the child will have a small Anjali. We will have a big Anjali, and a big person like who is having a bigger body will have a bigger Anjali. So everybody has a different way. So there is no quantity calculation. It is in a different way of calculation. This is what we are supposed to understand. This is a beauty of Ayurvedic definition that we are considering is as a it's a very easy thing to understand, and when we move on to the treatment part, it becomes very easy. Just a second. Then moving ahead, we understood the definition of health as per Ayurveda. Now, what is the objective Ayurveda? Why it is there? So there is one. There are two most important, and only two are there. Very elaborately, we can talk on all these 2 points. So one is part is maintaining the health, and another part is gaining the health. Ayurveda talks about maintaining the health first and then gaining the health. We should understand that because whatever we have, we should take care of it all the time, every moment. Then it comes. When we talk about this, maintaining the health, it talks about dinacharya and ritucharya. So, what is dinacharya? Dinacharya is daily regime what we are supposed to follow. Daily activities like getting up early in the morning, doing exercise, passing the stool, brushing the teeth, taking a bath, then eating healthy food, no junk foods, all these things, and then no sleeping in the daytime, sleep early at night, and then eat properly as per your hunger and eat properly as per your activities. So all these things are taken care as a daily regime called as dinacharya. There are very different minute rules are told. We if we follow, then many lifestyle disorders will be definitely under control. So this is what we are supposed to understand first. So this is what happening. So this when we talk about the promotion of health or maintaining the of health is when we are talking about is just because dinacharya and ritucharya. So ritucharya is what? Ritucharya is seasonal regime. So when there is rain happening, the digestive power is not that proper. We have to eat certain food properly. When there is a lot of winter, we are supposed to cover our body with proper clothing. When there is a summer, we can keep the minimum clothing and we can just take a cold water bath. So all these things are a seasonal regimes. We have to be very careful on this. When we follow dinacharya and ritucharya, many disorders don't come. And this is why dinacharya and ritucharya are promoting the health or maintaining the health. And in case, not in case, both in case also and as per the season also, there are different health conditions come up, health issues come up. I will explain what is that. The first is in case if you are not able to follow the dinacharya and ritucharya properly, the problem starts in the body. Okay, so the problem we have to take care of it. That is gaining the health. Then Ayurveda works in different aspects that I will also explain little later. So first of all, we should understand what is uh, promoting the health or maintaining the health. The maintaining health is what is taking care of the dinacharya, ritucharya, and whatever health conditions you have to maintain. And if in case you fall in trouble just because it are not able to properly follow the dinacharya or ritucharya, or your nowadays we can call it as because of your physical work which you are understanding, this is we have to, then we may face the health issues. Then the Ayurveda talks about gaining of the health. And when we are coming to the seasonal part, whenever the season changes, there are different parts. Like vata is increased just because I took vata increasing diet, or I followed vata increasing things in earlier season. Understand? I'll give you the example. And then once the season changes, the vata is increased in the body. Then there is a treatment told in Ayurveda just to relax the uh, this vata in your body, so you can maintain your health. So every month, so not every month, every year we are supposed to go undergo, as per our prakriti, we are supposed to go undergo the panchakarma. It comes in that way. It's not just like that treatment. The panchakarma itself needs a lot of talking, so we can consider that in a different session. But understand, very important, the season is creating the issues. Like vata is increased in the earlier season, so when we take, when there is vata increased in your body, you tend to eat kapha or pitta increasing things, or tend to do kapha or pitta increasing things. Then you do that, and next season when it comes, pitta or kapha increases as per the requirement, because you have taken it earlier season. And then it's the cycle goes on for whole year. So we are supposed to do as per requirement. If required, then go for Shodhan Chikitsa, that is Panchakarma. Or if you can maintain your Ritucharya properly, Ahar and Vihar properly, as per the Ritu, then you will not fall in a trouble of having imbalance in Vata or Pitta disorder. That is why Vata, Pitta or Kapha disorder. That is why there is a time span which is given as per Ritucharya, as called as Ritu Sandhi. There is one Ritu is getting over, that is one season is getting over, the another season is starting. In between them, the few days of this season, few days of another season are together called as Ritu Sandhi. That is a joining of the two Ritus. Ritus means season. Season means summer, winter, monsoon, spring. All these are seasons. So these seasons, that time the digestive power is changing. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to take care of that part. If we take care of a proper diet, proper exercises, proper vihara activities, like activities whatever you do, you can avoid lot of problems in your next season. Make a note. That is why it's a really beautiful concept of Ayurveda. When we are talking about Ritu and Ritu Sandhi and Dinacharya, many lifestyle disorders which are coming just because of the season are are always taken care and will not come. This is very important. So this is, once you understand, then automatically you will be having a relaxed life. So these are the two objectives. One is maintaining the health and one is gaining the health. So maintaining the health is first thing, and gaining of the health is another one. So you can maintain your body just because following Ayurveda, and you can gain your health if at all you fall in trouble of having a physical problem, any health issues. Okay, so this is what very important. Once we understand that, it will be very easy for us to follow Ayurvedic things. That is why generally Ayurvedic doctors, you might have seen, they always tell you to concentrate on your food habits and your activities than the medicines. They tell you, do this, do that, do this, do that. Why don't do this, don't do that? All these things, the list is more than the medicine, just because your body can fight with that problem faster, proper way and without any interference from outside. Only the thing you are acting on that. Once you understand that, automatically everything goes in a proper way. So you don't need anybody's help more, anything's help. It is an active science that I want to do it, so I have to follow it. It's not passive that somebody's feeding me. No. So Ayurveda follows is a really awesome just because of this thought. So once you start doing it, automatically it happens. And all Indian sciences are most of the times are like that only. So when you talk about yoga also, yoga is also when you want to do the practice, you are supposed to work on that. You cannot ask the body to another person to work on your body, right? So the same way, everything has to be done by you and you have to take care of it. So this is what once you understand, automatically you can maintain your health nicely. Next, the last part of uh, this is extra thing for fundamentals of Ayurveda, but most of the people say we are having super specialty. What is super specialty? But Ayurveda has a super specialty ahead, already it is there. So Ayurveda has 8 parts in the medicines. Ayurveda bifurcates in 8 different sections. It's a basic thing in Ayurveda. So it is called as, that is why it is called as Ashtanga Ayurveda. So Ayurveda has 8 parts which are elaborately talking about that part. One is Kaya Chikitsa, the first one. Kaya Chikitsa means internal medicine. All activities, all things, as per Sushruta Sahinta definition, what we have done, Kaya Chikitsa takes care of anyone. Okay, so the Kaya Chikitsa is internal medicine. Then we go to the Shalya, surgery. Surgery part is also there, which is talking about something extracting from the body or some other activities. It also has its own things. Shalya Chikitsa. Shalakya. Shalakya means above the neck, all the issues. Head, eyes, ears, nose, throat, everything together. That is a ENT, what we can call. So this is what sinuses, all these problems are taken care in Shalakya Tantra. Then it comes as a Bala. Kaumara. Kaumara means Balarog, that means pediatrics. We are having a different section as a pediatrics. Then it comes as a Bhuta Vidya. Bhuta Vidya is, it's not a ghost. It's a psychology. It works on your mana. That is a psyche of a person. It's a talking about a complete things about your mind and your psychology and other a part of and the turning of them. So it is a Bhuta Vidya is also there in Ayurveda. So it is also a complete science. Ayurveda talks about Bhuta Vidya as a psychology of a person, which is we can call it as a very easy is working on the mind, Bhuta Vidya. And then it goes as a Agata Tantra, that is a toxicology of the part where we are talking about many different poisons in our body which causes a problem in our health, so we are supposed to take care of them. Like lot of people say in Bangalore we general have that issues that pollen allergy, dust allergy, one thing because of the dry weather. And another thing is that lot of ladies say, no, I clean the house up and then I started getting a cold. I always get a cold. There is a always one complaint. I always get a cold when I clean the house. Why? How? This is a uh, different aspect, that these are the things which are cleaning up in the walls and all. They are also having some spider small. They are also having their own poisons. They are very small and delicate parts. When we clean them, they may be going entering in your respiratory system. The body reacts on your body. The body reacts on that and creates a cold just because they don't want to enter in the lungs. Toxicology. Okay, so all these parts are very important. Then it comes to rasayan. Rasayan is what? Rasayan is maintaining of your health and promoting your health more. Like generally we call it as a rejuvenating things. So what is that? a very basic thing is Chawanprash. A lot of people know take it as Chawanprash is a rasayan. Yes, rasayan is the thing which is giving the strength to the particular thing. So Chawanprash is a very basic thing for everyone, and it is enhancing the health of the respiratory system. Like that, there are rasayan which are Medhya rasayan. Medhya rasayan means working on the only on the brain part, on the mastiska part, on the only on the brain, which works all the time. It improves the intelligence, it gives the memory. A lot of people have a memory loss issues, or memory they cannot register properly, or they can recall properly, they cannot maintain properly. So all these problems are taken care in Medharasan. There is a rasayan for female bodies, like reproductive systems. So all these things are there. So rasayan is a part which deals only with the rejuvenation of the part, whatever part we call. It's called about the brain, you can call about a physical body, you can call it for only muscles, anything. Okay, so this is what. And vajikaran, the last part is vajikaran. Vajikaran is what? Vajikaran is working on the um, physical sexual life, working on the sexual life, proper sex activity. First of all, we are humans, we are also animal part, animal species, we are humans, we need to reproduce. So certain things, certain times, we are, the few people are not able to regenerate the next generation. They cannot reproduce. So there are certain issues related to that. It is completely taken care in Ayurveda, that part. Vajikaran, then why you are supposed to do, what are we supposed to do? There are different medicine which are working on it. What is the issue? They are understanding it. So everything is taken care in that Vajikaran. So these are the 8 parts of Ayurveda which are working all the time on all aspects and super specialties. So once we understand, and basic for them, everybody is the definition of said by Sushru Saivta, that is Samadosha Samagnischa. So once you are understanding everything properly, automatically you will be in having a complete health, and somewhere you are facing any issue, Ayurveda helps with the medicines. Before that, Ayurveda talks about activities and your diet. So ahar, vihar and control, that is brahmacharya, are the 3 very important parts of your 3 upastamba of your body. Ahar, vihar and brahmacharya. Ahar is what? Ahar is diet. What are you taking? Eating also a diet, and taking in means bad thoughts are also a diet for your body. We have to be very clear on all these points. So ahar vihar, activities, what you are doing, physical activity, exercising, you're doing yoga or doing zumba, or working in the house or not doing, or working on computer, everything activities. But along with that, you are doing a wrong activities also, is also complete considered as a vihara. And then third is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is what? Control on your mind, control on our activities. It's not only control on your bad things, but control on your good things also is very important. So everything has to be in a balanced state. If you are having all these things, then you are healthy as per Ayurveda. These are the just introduction of fundamentals of Ayurveda. I hope you understand. If you have any queries, you can talk to me anytime, or you can ask me now, immediately, or through anyone. So I'm okay to answer. I would like to resolve your queries, because it's a very important science, and it can give us a complete health. And we are moving towards the, every time we should move towards a complete health as per Ayurveda. So you will be having lot of positivity in your life, and less diseases in your body. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot. Namaste.